understand this though. It's never too late to set one more resolution. Maybe two, I don't know. But I suppose doing financial things, there's never any kind of bad time to start. I don't know if there's any perfect time to start, but maybe there's no bad time. So never mind. When it comes to finances, it's okay to set those there. So here with us today to unpack the most popular financial resolutions that people are making and ways that people can achieve them. Financial coach Carlton Stewart, who's no stranger to the Love FM family. Carlton, good afternoon. Welcome to you.
Good afternoon. How are you doing? I'm good. Thanks. How are you doing?
Uh, I'm good. I'm very interested to hear your views on these financial solutions that people are making. But let me start with you. What did you make any for yourself?
Definitely. I don't wait until the start of the year to make financial resolutions, but I try to make them ongoing because things can change, things happen. But for most persons, the start of a new year means for them, let's start something new. And that's fine.
Right? But also about your resolutions, how are they going?
Well, I mean, for my ongoing resolutions, they are going good. I mean, like any other plan, you have to sometimes recheck, go again, because you may have fallen off a bit here and there, and that is okay. That is why most persons
What
maybe
what
do
what
not
what
set
what would be like if you were to describe the type of financial resolutions that you would get up to? What were the, how would you explain that to us?
I didn't get that last part. Go again.
If we were to tell me what kind of financial resolutions you are getting up to,
Okay,
or are
personally,
you're making?
definitely.
Yeah.
So for sure, because the economy is changing so rapidly, inflation is going up, and we realize prices are going up. You have to make resolutions. I want to save more. I want to spend less. I want to achieve this particular goal by this particular date. So, for example, I would say to myself and my family, for this year, we want to save a little bit more. We want to save X amount by this time. So, we set a particular time. And as you know, that will be affected by different things. Maybe the price increases are going up, so you can't save as much. So you have to reassess monthly or weekly, depending on how you get paid. So for me, that's one example. I want to save a particular amount by this particular time because there are goals that we need to meet.
Hmm. Okay. And obviously, if you decide, if you're looking at the way that things are, in terms of the economy, like you said,
Right.
and you make a decision to have financial goal, that seems like there's a corresponding sacrifice that comes with achieving that goal. So if
Definitely.
it's we're going to spend less, it may mean that we have to cut back on some entertainment, etc. How
Mhm.
do you find? You talk about your family, and obviously you're saying that you bring your family along with you. How do you find that kind of how people respond to the fact that they need to cut back on certain things when you have to advise people about that? How do
Well,
people react
it
to?
it's never usually a good thing. They are going to be mad. But if it is that you have a goal in mind, it never comes easy. And I generally ask the question, do you want to achieve something later or you want to gratify yourself? No. And that is something that you have to ask persons when they're making their financial plans because persons will fulfill their no feeling they want something right now without realizing that there's a greater good maybe 6 months down the line or 7 months down the line. Also, your financial goals should include your family if you have one, because some of those talks that you're going to have will also impact the children or your spouse or
Mhm.
whoever depends on you financially. So it has to be a cohesive approach when it comes to your financial plan because somebody who depends on you will be impacted when you start tightening up a little bit to achieve these goals.
All right. So, give us a sense of some of the popular um,
Financial
financial
goals.
resolutions that people are making. Yeah, just so that people
Yeah.
are listening now, they can get some ideas.
Definitely. So one I think for most persons is definitely to start saving more, because persons generally from time to time, as you go through the year, you realize that you didn't meet your goals, or you're spending more than what you should be spending, that kind of thing. Or you check your bank balance and you realize in December I did not meet my saving goal. So most persons for the start of the year they want to try to save more, and it's also a good time to start that. So that is the main one for most persons. The second one is persons want to start investing or to learn about investments because persons are recognizing that saving my money in a credit union or a bank alone, a regular savings, is not cutting it. If I want to be wealthy, if I want to be better off, saving alone will not help. So I have to start investing as well. So getting financial information or getting literate financially is a goal that many persons are setting now because they want to know how to invest, how to make my money that I put in the bank or wherever grow, and putting it in the bank alone in a regular savings will not cut it. That is number two. Persons are also trying to pay off debts because they may have racked up some debts last year. Maybe during the Christmas, they may have racked up some debt as well, or the credit card, is out of control. So most persons right now also are making resolutions to get their debts under control, to get their credit cards under control, to reduce some debts, and that is a very, very, very potent one. Persons need to be doing that. If it is that, for example, you have your credit card as well, persons are making resolutions to, guess what, start paying my credit card in full every month, because some persons were used to just paying their minimum balances on their credit cards or pay whatever they feel, but they're not recognizing that if they do that, it's affecting them negatively financially. So persons are making that as a resolution as well. The housing market is booming and persons want to own their own home. But it's not a 1 month thing. You can't get up tomorrow morning, I want to buy a house tomorrow. So persons are making those resolutions as well to start saving towards home ownership as well. Those are the top ones I've seen so far.
Okay, and so people might have heard some ideas now based on your sharing, and I want to get started. How would you recommend somebody start? If I have no portfolio at all, I have nothing, and as I said, well, I really need to do something this year. What?
Well, I generally tell, yeah, off the top of the head, just sit down and write down your goal. Write down what do you think you want to achieve. Write it down. And if it is that you don't know how to start, I mean, you have a lot of financial educators and coaches there. You can reach out to me on Instagram. It's Carlton G Stew. Send me a DM or an email. It's connected to my Instagram profile, and I can sit with you to walk through. But if you don't have that at your fingertips, get a regular book. Write down your financial goals, what you want to achieve, and by when, because it has to be specific now. You need to know by when you want to achieve these things. Write them down, and then you can calculate accordingly how you want to move that. But just as our persons invest in other things, I would tell your listeners, invest in your financial future. Get someone to help you. Reach out to your brokers. Get a financial advisor to sit with you. You have several of us who are willing and able to sit with you for 15 minutes, for half an hour, and walk through your financial plan with you. Your financial plan needs to be specific, meaning, what do I want to achieve? How do I want to achieve this? So your financial plan, it must be specific. Your financial plan must also be measurable. You should be able to sit down and say, here what, I want to achieve this by March, by April. How do I measure if I'm effective? It must also be attainable, because you don't want to frustrate yourself. Setting a plan, you can't achieve it. You want to save $1 million by March and you're only earning $100,000 per month. It won't be practical unless you win the lotto. And we don't promote that at this point in time. Um, yeah, we're not promoting that any at all. So it must be attainable. And I encourage persons, put a time to your goal as well. You want to achieve it by a particular period, so you are able to track that as well. Those are some tips I
All right.
generally give when persons are setting their financial goals.
And you said it earlier, Carlton Stewart, financial coach. You gave your Instagram handle. So repeat it so that people can know where to find you as we step out of the financial goals and step into something else.
Definitely. So it's Carlton G Stew on Instagram and on Twitter. I also have financial information free of cost on my YouTube channel. It's Let's Talk Money with Carlton. So go over there, check out the videos, understand different things about different instruments that you can invest in, how you can save. And if it is that you need help with budgeting, setting your goals, I have a planner as well. You can purchase one. It guides you how to make your budget, how to track your expenses. It just puts it down pretty simple for you to understand. So reach out to me and I'll be more than happy to assist anybody who needs the help setting their financial goals this year.
Thank you so much, Carlton Stewart, financial coach, as we talked about financial resolutions.
Not a problem.
All right. Prioritizing care and exploring change always looks a little different for everyone, especially when that includes eliminating things from your regular diet. And today we have with us health coach and director of Life Store Wellness, Natalie Murray, and she's going to be sharing. She'll talk about the importance of detoxing and all the benefits that we can get from that. Natalie, good. Is it evening still? Just about. Yep.
We can say good evening now. Yeah.
How are you?
I think so. I'm really good. How are you?
I'm doing all right. I saw my friend post online a blue bag that you sent to her.
The
Where
dreaded
she's
blue
doing
bag.
a but the blue bag had some good stuff in it, eh? Well, good stuff that she wanted. With some shake and some stuff because she's doing a detox. Is it?
Right.
Is that what she's doing? So you are
That
that
is
definitely.
correct. Yep, that's a little program that I incorporated into my coaching practice a few years ago, because I like to talk about what you're going to do for the rest of your life, but very often people don't want to talk to me about that long. They're like, what if we do something for just a week? Would that make a difference? So that's sort of like my gateway program to show you
Okay,
how
cool.
amazing you can feel in just 3 or 4 days.
All right, so we're gonna talk about detox, and I think that people hear this stuff, and maybe we have a particular perception about what that really is. And can you start by just defining, just so that we can clear up that do we really understand what we're talking about? What's detoxing?
Sure, and that's a great question because a lot of people can mean a lot of different things when they just use that catch-all phrase detox. So what I'm talking about is a nutritional break from the stuff that throws off your wellness and your energy and just makes you feel less than awesome. So we stop the junk from coming in and then we boost the nutrition that you are consuming to
One second, Natalie. We gotta take a quick time signal. So sorry, we're gonna come back and you can start again.
no problem.
Boy, me lose my land and all of my livestock take a bushfire. It left me on my face.
Protect the land. Respect the warning. The time by Jamaicans Against Bushfires, JAB, is
3 minutes after 6 o'clock on the family station, Love and Hawaii.
We're back. We're talking with health coach and director of Lightstore Wellness Center, Natalie Murray. She was just describing for us or providing a definition for detoxing. Natalie, back to you.
Right. So your body has an organ of detoxification, right? Your liver. So anything that goes into your body, whether it's something that you eat or breathe or put on your skin, has to be filtered by your liver. And our diet and lifestyle right now kind of stresses out the liver and then adds stress to it, and things just get a little more complicated. So when I'm talking about detox, what we're looking at is a nutritional break from the foods that don't serve the best you. And then we load you up with nutrient-dense foods that are in an easy-to-digest form so that you're giving your digestive system a break, you're giving your liver a break, you're flooding the body with amazing nutrients, and then we're making sure that you are eliminating your waste daily, because not a lot of people go to the bathroom every day, and that's important. And then you're getting charcoal, activated charcoal, to help draw the impurities out. So we're really just supporting all the organs of elimination while making sure that you're consuming only the best foods.
Oh, very thoughtful, very thorough process. And people tend to do that beginning of year. Eh? That's the time people sort of say, "Oh, I'm going to sort of reset everything, give myself a recharge," and in this case, a cleanse. That's another word that people use for that detox.
Yeah, it's definitely on people's mind at the beginning of the year, Kalando. It's very on people's mind, but it's a program that we run throughout the year because something is always going to happen. Like, you overdid it on the weekend and you want to, pull back. So
yeah, overdid it on the weekend. But this seems like a fairly obvious question based on the stuff you just said earlier. But I want you to tackle it and tell me and give me a strong why. If I ask you if it's important to detox, because it may be important to just eat right all the time. Eh? And if I'm doing that, would I need to detox?
that's a great question. If you are eating right all the time, it's still a good idea to support your liver because, as I was saying, the printer, the chemicals around you, what you're cleaning the floor with, like everything that goes on in life has to get processed by your liver. So it is a good idea. Even if you eat really well, it's a good idea every so often to detox. And then we do have to think about things like parasites and heavy metals. So, depending on what's going on with you, if you are cranky, always hungry, don't sleep well, skin not so clear, have low energy levels, these are all signs that you might want to look at a nutritional detox.
And detoxing helps with just like general life stresses, because I know when people talk about detox, even though you've just broadened our understanding of what we're eliminating, so it's not just the food we put in our body, but usually we think about detoxing, we're thinking about the food. But I know that we are impacted by life stresses.
And what goes on in your mind. So part of the program is I incorporate a meditation on a daily basis. I share with you really positive, uplifting things throughout the day, because your mind controls your hormones, controls your emotions, controls how you view the world. So we really do want to look at just making sure that we're positive in our thoughts. And then we also want to look at getting to bed early, because not enough people sleep enough. We want to look at detoxing from technology, right? You want to put that phone down, not have that blue light impacting your circadian rhythm. So we look at an upgrade on many levels when we do the program.
Okay, so somebody's thinking about it now, and they've probably been, contemplating it, and then now they're listening to this interview, and they're like, I'm definitely going to do it, because she's even telling me that the chemicals I use to clean my floor are killing me, so I got to go do that. How do we get started? Is there like any special thing you need to do to get started? So if you decide I'm going to do this detox thing that Natalie is talking about.
So the first thing that I would do is send you over to my Instagram page, which is nataliemurray.jm, and you'll see all the posts about the program. We run them monthly, so you can go ahead and sign up for the one in February. And then once you do that, I'll reach out, or if you have any questions, you can just send me a message in the DMs. And once you register, then we will have a complimentary coaching session where we either do it by phone, video, or you come into the store, into my office by appointment, and we talk about how you can start to prepare your body for the best you. And you know what, Kalando, 3 days is not sufficient for miracles to happen, but what I'm hoping is that it brings an awareness to people. I mean, my client today just said, she said, I did not realize that food impacted my mood so much. And that is really profound. I mean, I know it does, but when it comes from within you and you realize that when you upgrade your nutrition, you upgrade everything about your life. So I highly recommend looking at it.
I love that. You upgrade your nutrition, you upgrade everything about your life. That's fantastic. Thank you, Natalie Murray. And remind us again, you just said it, Instagram, it's Natalie Murray JA or underscore?
Natalie Murray.jm.
Oh, Natalie Murray.jm. Okay. So that's where we can find you to learn all about not just the stuff she was just talking about, but how to actually get it done. Thank you, Natalie, and all the best to you for this year, 2022.
Thanks, Kalando. You too, and thanks so much for having me.
All right.
Bye.
Guys, that takes care of our discussions today. I hope you learned a lot about financial goal setting as well as sorting out that body with everything that's going on around you. We've got your weekend rundown next.
Do what? Nobody light it.
What you man say? Do what? No light what?
Nobody light it. You know, sister, we in a dry season. Plus breeze a blow. You are set we up for disaster.
Disaster? What kind of disaster?
Bushfire, Joe. Bushfire. If that the fire they catch and spread, we can lose everything. House, land, car, gone. See a carelessness. Nobody light it.
You know what, true? I feel with duty to protect life and property.
Yes. Me glad you respect the warning.
This message was brought to you by Jamaicans Against Bushfires. Jab, plan, protect, prevent.
Jamaica and its workforce are advancing quickly. Life-changing opportunities are arising. You need training and support. We are the Renewed Heart NSTA Trust, committed to providing new and emerging skills training and opportunities. Come to Heart. We'll help you claim your place in the workforce of the future.
The classroom is now open. Our children are getting back to the things they love.
When they get home from school, help them to keep the family safe from COVID-19. Remind them to immediately wash hands using soap and water.
Remove uniform, turn inside out, and place in a container used to store dirty clothes.
If the uniform will be worn for a second or third day, hang it in the sun or air dry.
Shower immediately if possible.
Throw away single-use masks or place reusable ones in container used to store dirty clothes.
Stay away from family members if they are not feeling well.
Continue to frequently wash hands with soap and water.
And always wear a mask when leaving home. Let's get back to the things we love with the people we love.
A message from the Ministry of Health and Wellness.
Life comes at you fast and it can hit hard. Apply for the Credit Union Prepaid MasterCard from C&WJ with chip and PIN protection. Need a card with a personal line of credit for emergencies? We have that. Need a card you can use to shop online for that must-have item? We have that. The community and workers of Jamaica Prepaid MasterCard. All the convenience of a MasterCard. Discover the benefits of belonging.
If one thing I love about Grace Mackerel is that the sauce rich in quality. Trish from Papine said that. The time by Grace Mackerel is
6:12.
The Ministry of Health and Wellness invites members of the public to attend a vaccination site Saturday, January 22 or Sunday, January 23 to receive their first or second dose of the AstraZeneca, Sinopharm, or Johnson & Johnson vaccine for persons 18 years and older. Jamaicans 12 years and older will also be offered the first or second dose of the Pfizer vaccine. Here are the sites for Saturday, January 22. Kingston and St. Andrew, 9 a.m. to 3 p.m., St. Joseph's Hospital, Dehaney Park and Harborview Health Centers, St. Catherine, 10 a.m. to 3 p.m., Greater Portmore, St. Jago Park Health Centers, Ebony Vale Community Center, Old Harbour Civic Center, and the Linstead Anglican Church. In St. James, Montego Bay Comprehensive Health Center, Type 5, 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. In Westmoreland, 10 a.m. to 2 p.m., Savannah Lamar Health Center and Royal Medical Center. Persons should take their vaccination card, a government-issued ID or letter from a justice of the peace to the sites. Let's get vaccinated and get back to life.
Do what? Nobody light it.
What you man say? Do what? No light what?
Nobody light it. You know, sister, we in a dry season. Plus breeze a blow. You are set we up for disaster.
Disaster? What kind of disaster?
Bushfire, Joe. Bushfire. If that the fire they catch and spread, we can lose everything. House, land, car, gone. See a carelessness. Nobody light it.
You know what you? I feel with duty to protect life and property.
Yes. Me glad you respect the warning.
This message was brought to you by Jamaicans Against Bushfires. Jab, plan, protect, prevent.
This is Love 101 at 6:15 right here on the Family Station.
Not too much happening this weekend, but we got some activities for you to look forward to in the coming week. Women of a New Dimension Ministry present a virtual conference under the theme Prevail. It happens next week, Friday and Saturday, 28th and 29th of January. And if you want more information on how to register, you can check them out at spuropen.com. Admission is $1,200, $10 US or 10 Canadian. Will start at 9. Also happening January 28th and 29th at the Courtney Auditorium, Woman Ignite Summit. This one's 2022. It's going to take place under the theme Stronger. And if you are between the ages of 18 to 65, wait. So if you're 66, you can't go. Then anyway, you're in a safe space to gather, learn some skills, engage and grow through various other activities and experiences of Christian ministers, educators, executives, business leaders, and glass ceiling smashers. For more information how to register, you can check them out as well at spuropen.com. And they start at 8:30 on that day, though. It's 2 days, right? So 28 and 29 to 4 o'clock, 8:30 to 4. On Sunday, January 30, there will be a seminar for pharmacists called Empowered. the theme for the event is Building an Empowered Legacy. Empowered with no E, so just M. I'm sure that means something to the pharmacists, and they can go get more information at spuropen.com to register for that event. And that one starts at 9. Our event segment is sponsored by spuropen.com. Spuropen.com is a Jamaican online platform designed to simplify online payments for charities, churches, event organizers, and micro business owners. To register your event, go to spuropen.com/events, then click the button that tells you to get started now. Registration is free, and your event doesn't even have to be a paid event for you to try. So